Yo, how's it going, guys? So this is a video a ton of you guys have been asking me to make for a while now. I get so many comments and questions asking me what attachments I use to get to champion and get stats like these. So I finally decided to make a video about it and break down what attachments I use and why I use them. But before we get into that, I have a huge announcement to make, and that is I'm officially going to start streaming over on Twitch at Jovial's Bread, or the link will be in the description below. So for all my subscribers and followers who have been wanting to play with me for a while now, this is your best way to do it. I'm going to try to stream every other day, and every time I stream I'll be playing with subscribers and followers, helping you guys rank up, so be sure to go check out the stream. And remember guys, I play with subscribers every time I play, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can message me on Xbox, Twitter, or Instagram. The links for those will be in the description below as well, but alright, let's get right into it. Now, attachments are extremely important to your in-game performance, and picking the right attachments for the right guns can be extremely useful. So we're going to cover the 4 categories of attachments: barrels, sights, grips, and lasers. Now we're going to start with barrels. Barrels are extremely important, especially when it comes to controlling recoil and having better aim. Now to pick the right barrel, you need to understand what they do. There are 5 different types of barrels: the suppressor, flash hider, compensator, muzzle brake, and extended barrel. And they all serve different purposes, but we're going to just focus on the main 3: compensator, flash hider, and muzzle brake, because I only use the suppressor and extended barrel on one character, and I'll tell you who that is in a bit. Now to understand what these 3 barrels do, I put a definition list together for you guys. So the compensator reduces horizontal recoil, while the muzzle brake reduces vertical recoil, and the flash hider slightly reduces both and also slightly reduces the flash from your gun when you're shooting. Now this leaves us with the question of what barrel should I use, and that heavily depends on what character and weapon you're using. For example, with Thermite I use the flash hider because his gun has barely any recoil anyway, but for someone like Doc I would use the muzzle brake because he has a decent amount of vertical recoil, and for someone like Vigil I would use the compensator because he doesn't really have a lot of vertical recoil, but he has a decent amount of horizontal recoil. And now back to the suppressor and extended barrel, I only use those on Ella's shotgun. Now I don't really have a favorite between those two, they're both super good for her shotgun. It kinda just depends on how you're going to play her that round. So the bottom line is, when you're picking your barrel for a gun, make sure you pick the right barrel for the best performance on that gun, because there isn't just one barrel that'll work on all guns. All the weapons in this game have different recoil patterns, and all of them need different barrels to compensate for that weapon. Now for our second category, we are going to talk about sights. There are 4 different types of sights: the reflex, ACOG, holographic, and the red dot sight. Now there isn't really a best sight, it's mainly down to personal preference, but I would have to say the worst sight is probably the red dot. The only weapon I would use that on is probably Smoke's FMG9. I don't know why, but I seem to like it on that gun. But for reflex, ACOG, and holographic, those are really down to personal preference. Now between the reflex and holographic, I prefer the reflex because the holographic is more chunky and takes up most of the screen, so you can't see that much around you, compared to the reflex sight that is smaller and you can see a lot more of your surroundings. So this gives us the question of which weapon should I use the reflex or ACOG on, and it's really up to personal preference, but here's an example of how I use my sights on my guns. So if we take a look at Twitch, you can see I use the reflex sight on her F2 because it has a high fire rate and does a lot of damage, and I feel like it's more of a fragging weapon, compared to Thermite's gun where I use the ACOG because it has a slower fire rate and it's more of a longer range weapon. But to be honest, picking a sight is really up to your own personal playstyle. Now for our third category, we're going to talk about grips. There are 2 different types of grips: the angled grip and the vertical grip. Having the right grip for the right gun can be extremely beneficial to your gameplay. So let's understand what these grips do. The vertical grip helps you reduce the gun's recoil, while the angled grip accelerates the rate of speed that it takes to aim down your sights. So for example, I would use the vertical grip on something like a Q's Commando because it has a decent amount of recoil, but I would use the angled grip on something like Vigil's K1A because it already has barely any recoil, and having that extra speed of aiming down my sights faster can be extremely helpful. Now for our last category of attachments, we're going to talk about lasers. Now lasers are basically useless. All they end up doing is giving your position away to the enemy. There's been so many times I've been able to get free kills because I see a guy's laser beam on the door frame and I know he's sitting on the opposite side in the corner, so it's an easy pre-fire and a kill. Here's an example. Alrighty bro, I hope you're ready for this straight smackage that's about to happen, dude.
Are you ready?
I don't know if you're ready, bro. Dude, this is exactly why you don't use laser sights, my guy.
You did. Oh.
Dude, exactly why you don't use laser sights. Exactly why. So if you're going to use a laser, then don't use it on any of your defenders. But if you're going to use it on an attacker, then make sure you're going for frags. For example, Asher's R4C is perfect for a laser, because you're probably going to rush and try to get as many kills as possible with her anyways. But alright, I think that's about it. I hope this helped you guys understand what the attachments do and what you should use on your weapons. And if you could do me a huge favor and leave a like on this video, that would be super awesome. I worked extremely hard on it for you guys. And let me know in the comments what your favorite attachment is. And alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and I wish you luck on your way to champion. $5.
You're so dead. You're dead. He's dead.
I almost just got slammed by my teammate.
You should do this window. Yeah.
Wait, why'd you go
He's
through
already
that one?
dropped.
No, you had to go through
Because if we
that
went
one.
through objective, he's dead.
Yeah, it would have been funny. Well, I'm coming up. Wait up. I need some kills for the boys. Man, this is getting a lot of luggage.
Unlucky. I have one down.
I'm dry.
That's Pulse.
Oh my god. Stop. Stop.
Where?
It's Vigil. Isn't it luggage? I'm so stupid.
Jager. That's Visual.
Alibi's good between.
He's in VIP lounge. VIP lounge.
Down to one friendly.
He seems prone. There he is. Yeah.
4 remaining.
That's Alibi.
Hall of Fame, I see.
He's gonna. Might be pushing behind.
Yeah, I think he's pushing behind me when I'm pushing in front of him. I think we're playing Ring Around the Rosie right now, boys.
You're about to get clapped.
He's in there. He's in the. Yeah, he's. Fuck.
Damn it.
Enemy drone dropping for scan.
I got Monte.
I got Maverick.
Nice, Marcus.
Focus, this is gonna be a mad retake on you and me, baby.
There we
Do
go.
it.
There's a claymore right outside.
Destroyed.
Hey, bro.
Iron's on
Enemy
site.
drone is coming in for a
Lion's down.
Line's dead.
Op 4.
Last
stop
one,
standing.
probably window, I guess.
Use the diffuser. Destroy it.
You wanna go for defuse and I'll cover? Go for defuse, I'll cover. You have less health.
One friendly.
He's dead.
Left side. It's ass.
Cheeky.
Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Best champion on Xbox confirmed, baby. Confirmed.
Mr. Jovial.
Device is disabled.
Oh, did you get the bandits off?
No. I'm about to. Oh, I can't. Good luck with that.
I can go for this wall. Come to me, come to me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Special charge. Stay clear.
Watch below us. I got him. Wow, that killed my teammate. Can you shoot the cam, please?
Yeah.
Not dead.
Diffuser has been covered.
Jager's roaming downstairs.
I got,
Jager's upstairs.
Friendly.
Stairs.
Let's go, baby. Let's
Op
go.
4
Let's go.
eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Mirror's lit.
Mayor's dead.
You son of a bitch.
There's no way I took that.
Bro, behind
You're
you.
kidding me.
Where do you
Down
get?
to one
Oh,
friendly.
there's 2 people left.
Yeah, I tried going for Jager. God dang it, you guys. Take my kills and don't shoot the guy behind me.
I didn't know Capcan was there because I was gonna
Alright.
push the 1D. I thought it was a 3v1. Stop sweating.
Darn
Stop
it.
droning. Stop.
I'm gonna
You can
stop.
You can break the wall from above. Break the wall from above. Right there.
How
He
am I not
sucks at
dead?
vertical game. Impacting, sorry, lit.
Four last stop standing.
Got her.
Nice.
Where's the last
go
one?
on
Do you
your
have
drone.
cam?
No, that's why I said go on your drone.
The diffuser
No, I
is
got
now
it.
secure.
Gonna have to bring it up so far.
So, Tails, was it you or Jovial that stole my kill, by the way?
It was me.
Oh, I'm still on it. It's probably him.
Definitely me.
Yeah, no wonder.
Oh, he's behind mirror. I would drop half and concuss it.
That's the
Concuss
plan.
it. He didn't concuss it. I think it was. I think it was to the right. Yeah, he's behind desk. Fake plant. Fake plant.
You're
You
right.
still got boop reduce on your thing, right? You know? Quick claim, we're at one door.
Easy, baby.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Friendly
go.
mission